Is Blake Lively and her legal battle between Justin Baldoni, Steve Sarowitz, and Wayfair causing real-life crime? Well, it sure looks like it, because Steve Sarowitz and his home was the subject of an arson battle in Highland Park, Illinois. This story is crazy, and Blake Lively was mentioned in the case. You guys check it out. I have not seen this reported anywhere except local news. I can't believe it. This sounds like a movie. Blake Lively is mentioned. Check the story out. Prosecutors say suspect committed arson and tried extorting billionaire family in Highland Park by threat of kidnapping. This dude, I'll tell you all about the story, and that is Steve Sarowitz here in Highland Park in Illinois. Prosecutors say a suspect committed arson at a billionaire's family home and then threatened to kidnap their daughter if they did not provide him $80,000 in cash. Lake County Assistant State Attorney Dino Catras said a garbage can was lit on fire in the driveway of a house in the 200 block of the Roger Williams Avenue in Highland Park, that's Steve Sarowitz's neighborhood, on April 28th at 3:25 a.m. The garbage can was filled with paint cans and other flammable accelerants. It burned to the ground and damaged the home's lawn. Thank God not more. The Sarowitz family owns and lives in the home. They're one of the two known billionaire families who reside in Highland Park. It says that he's chairman of Paylocity, which was founded in 1997. He's also the founder of Blue Marble Global Payroll, which he founded in 2013. But we know that he's the founder of Wayfair Studios. We know him as also being named as the defendant in this lawsuit from Blake Lively. We know him as being part of the co-producer of It Ends With Us with Justin Baldoni. His wife, Jessica Sarowitz, is the managing partner of 4S Bay Partners, which is a family office management company that oversees private businesses in various industries such as domestic and international payroll. And then it talks about the fact that they're a part of the film production company that is involved in an active lawsuit against Blake Lively and other Hollywood producers. Now, here's the kicker. The attorney said the drama involved the Hollywood debacle that has received a lot of media attention. On the same day of the arson fire at the residence, Jessica Sarowitz, his wife, received a text message. This is the crazy part, from an unknown number that indicated that a threat of kidnapping their daughter. You guys, how scary. A threat of kidnapping their daughter if their family did not provide $80,000 in unmarked, non-sequential bills. The message referenced that the garbage can on their property was torched, and that was a precursor to more serious harm if the demands were not met. It said, if you fail to comply, we will take their daughter's name hostage, and she won't make graduation. At that point, we will ask for more money. If you guys are prepared to spend $100 million to ruin the lives of Miss Lively and her family, we are sure you can spare a few for your daughter, the message said. A day later, an unknown number sent text message to the family's daughter with the same information that was sent to the mom. Another message was sent on Thursday to the daughter identifying her college and the address of her sorority house where she frequently visits. Okay, Miss Honor Roll, we know you're at the address. You guys are not untouchable. You can upgrade your security all you want, and that still won't stop us. We are prepared to ruin all your lives over a little bit of money. The next fire we start will be from the inside, the message said. Again, this is real life, not a movie. More text messages were sent to Jessica Sarowitz and her daughter the same day that they had given ample time to give them $80,000, and they have taken great lengths to remain hidden. We gave you guys time to consider our offer. Remember, no one is untouchable, not even you guys. You can have someone post it at night. You can leave the lights on. You can upgrade your security, and we will still get by. Understand we took precautions to stay hidden, and we are prepared to ruin all your lives. We're not asking for millions, just for $80,000. That's nothing to you people, the message said. This person sent another text message on Friday, this time to Steve Sarowitz, informing him that the sender was the person who left the present outside his residence, and then the next fire will be from inside. The FBI coordinated with the Highland Park Police Department to use technology and warrants to isolate the sender. Catras, that's the attorney, said law enforcement identified that the text messages were sent from the Highland Park Public Library. Eduardo Aragon of Highland Park was seen on surveillance video coming to the library parking lot at night, using the free Wi-Fi at the same time the messages were sent. Aragon confessed that he was the one that started the fire on the Sarowitz property. He admitted going to the library and sending the messages over Wi-Fi demanding the $80,000 to not kidnap the family's daughter. He had been out of work for 2 years and needed the money. He was charged on 1 count of arson, 6 counts of intimidation, and 1 count of harassment through electronic communication. The lawyer claims that, Aragon put a price on the lives of the family. The defendant premeditated his actions, had the means and sophistication to find the phone numbers of the family members, and tried to shadow himself by using internet phone apps and public Wi-Fi to avoid detection. The prosecutor said the messages were not only meant to serve the purpose of greed, but also to invoke fear in the Sarowitz family, with Aragon researching where the daughter was going to school, how she could be taken against her will. The defendant took substantial steps to terrorize his family, and he has succeeded in placing them in a constant state of fear for their safety. He is detained, and he is scheduled to appear in court again on May 29th for a preliminary hearing. Part of the consequences of this entire thing going public is that people are taking this to their advantage. Steve Sarowitz, to me, seems like a very, very wealthy guy with good intentions. I know that a lot of times that's hard to believe, but Steve Sarowitz, from all the research I've done, seems like a very philanthropic, good man. He seems like he is a man that likes to donate his money. He likes to give. He seems like he's behind good causes. The Wayfarer Foundation is, of course, as you know, closing down because of all of this drama. We have a lot of roadblocks ahead, but to terrorize his family, he and his wife and his daughter because of this, and using this to advantage, and using Blake Lively's names, like, this is too far. And Blake Lively, if I were her, I would say something. I would try to get involved and tell people to never ever use her name in this, or have her attorneys at least publicly say that that is too far. This was wild, and I'm so sorry for Steve, his family, and his daughter, and the neighborhood of Highland Park to have to deal with this kind of terror.